But one thing that interested me most was to find out the origin of Ubakala.
I don't believe I've told you where I'm from. Well, I'm from Amibo village, which is in Ubakala, which is also in Umahia, which is also the capital of Abia State. This might mean nothing to you, so let me take you guys to the map. Where is Amibo village? Well, my village is located in Africa. Yes, the beautiful continent of Africa, in Nigeria, in this little eastern part of Nigeria called Abia State, Umahia. Now, this is a very little village that holds a lot of history to this region, mainly because this was one of the first villages that was formed in this region. Anyways, I don't know too much of the history of this village, which is one of my major reasons for coming on this trip. Luckily, I was able to meet with one of the great historians from the village that could tell us a little story about my village. So I thought it would be nice to take a trip all the way to his home and sit with him. Thankfully, he let me do that.
My name?
Yes.
I am Jeremiah Chukwumawabuku. A knight of the Anglican Church, Knight of St. Christopher. I was somehow coerced into accepting chieftaincy title from the late Eze Anuku and Eze. But before then, I was the Assistant Secretary General of Obasal, Nigeria. I produced the first Constitution of Obasal Improvement Union after the Civil War. About 2 or 3 years ago, the President General Ebere and the Secretary General then, a man from Madiwan, they came here and said, I had been appointed chairman of the history committee to investigate and write something about Obakala. I accepted the offer. Told them I did not want any remuneration. Told me that would be my own contribution to Obakala. We started. We visited late Moses Agomo. We discovered that he couldn't tell us much. Because at that time, he was battling with old age. We visited Zimbabwe and had a long chat with him. We had a record of our discussions with him. We visited Izanyawuka at Sukwe, but not much came from him. But one thing that interested me most was to find out the origin of Ubakala. There was an individual called Ubakala. There was an individual called Ubakala. His father was Ekeuku. And they were living at a place called Isieke Ibegu. You see? He told me that his great-grandfathers told the story. I discovered that The stories were being handed over from one high priest to the other. He said that his father, Ekeuku, had many sons and daughters. And when this little boy was born, the boy was brought to him, and he looked at it and said, my children, spread out. You see? That was how his sons spread out. Abraham, Ohafia, Ulukuru. So this little boy grew up to become a very fierce hunter. See it? That Obakarela, he called him at that time, metamorphosed into Obakala. That became his name, Obakala. He told me that one day he wounded an antelope, and he pursued the antelope. Let me say it in Obakala. I said, I didn't understand what he meant by Ibumiri. It is now understood. He waded through streams and marched through swamps and emerged at a place we now call Nsukwe. So people don't even know how they got that name. He said that the man emerged there after seeing the spring of water there. And when he arrived, there was nobody. He saw a lot of fruit trees. He saw a lot of animals. And he said, oh, I will settle here. I don't see you ever. You see it? He traced his way back to his old father. Eke Uku, not a Kuku. Eke Uku. And brought his father there and told his father that he was going to settle there. And his father, how do you say this in English?
You can say it in Igbo. You can say it in Igbo.
Nabari Ozo. And that Unsiuku metamorphosed into Osukwe. The man called Obakala had 9 sons. From the 9 sons we got Obakala Isiama. Have you heard it? Obakala Isiama Tugulu. And I was trying to trace the 9 sons of Obakala. And the 9 sons of Obakala settled along the well-watered areas, the area we now called Mbi. You see it? Then they settled in small communities. And once a year, they would go to their original home at Nsukwe and celebrate, well, I don't know, he didn't tell me what it was. I suspect it was the New Year festival. You see? Then, when that Obakala died, he decided to go to Eziama, who had Ofolugu. You know what in the Ofolugu? And Ofolugu is usually held by the eldest person. This is the story I heard from my uncle. Yeah, a priest of Amadioha. Come on.
I hope you guys enjoyed that little docu-interview. This actually ended up being a bigger or longer conversation than I thought. I actually intended on asking him more specific questions, but being that he's a historian, I allowed him to take over the session. So, which is why it ended up to be a longer interview. But at this point, while I was editing, I came up with an idea where I'm going to leave the story where it is right now, and I'm going to let the viewers decide. If this video gets up to 2,000 views, and yes, I said 2,000 views because I feel like my channel lately has been shadow banned, or for some reason not been getting the views that it used to get. So if this video gets up to 2,000 views, then I would be uploading the second interview, well, the second part of the interview, which is like a part 2, and so you guys can get more of the story. Obviously, he's going to be telling me more about not just Ubakala or Amibo, my village, but Nigeria as a whole, as he has lived through most of the historical times in the country. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and please share the video. And once again, you've been amazing. I've been Ben, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.